Good evening and welcome to Biz RoundUp. I'm Nadun Sirivardhana and we at Our Television bring you a collection of business highlights. Let's have a look at the headlines. Sri Lanka's tax revenue hits record high in 2024, falls short of target. Sri Lanka's tourism gets off to a strong start in 2025. JICA reaffirms continued support for Sri Lanka. News in detail. The Inland Revenue Department of Sri Lanka recorded an all-time high tax revenue of 1,958 billion rupees in 2024, marking a 25% increase from the previous year. Despite this significant growth, the collection fell slightly short of government's ambitious target of 2.024 billion rupees.
The increase of 392.7 billion rupees compared to 2023 was largely attributed to high income tax collections, which contributed 1,023.2 billion rupees, over half of the total revenue. The breakdown comes as 714.7 billion rupees by value-added tax, 187 billion rupees by social security contribution, 14.9 billion rupees as betting and gaming taxes, 3.1 billion rupees as stock transactions, and 271 million as other taxes. Additionally, the IRD transferred 14.8 billion rupees to provincial councils as part of its revenue sharing obligations. Tax increases have been central to the government's economic recovery strategy, particularly under its program with the International Monetary Fund.
President Anurukumara Dissanayake convened a meeting with officials from the Finance Ministry to address critical economic issues including vehicle imports, tax reforms and digitization at the Presidential Secretariat recently. A significant portion of the discussion focused on challenges surrounding vehicle imports. The President emphasized the need for a balanced strategy to address these concerns while aligning with the nation's financial constraints and economic recovery priorities. President Dissanayake highlighted the need to establish a mechanism to refund withholding taxes deducted from retirees who are exempt from income tax. This step aims to provide relief to affected individuals while maintaining fairness in the tax system. The President stressed the urgent need to digitize value-added tax collection process to enhance efficiency and transparency in tax administration. Plans are underway to implement a comprehensive digital system aimed at improving tax compliance and revenue generation, which is expected to contribute significantly to economic stability. The President expressed confidence in Sri Lanka's ongoing economic recovery, reiterating the government's commitment to maximizing benefits for citizens despite prevailing challenges. The meeting was attended by Deputy Minister of Finance and Planning Dr. Harshana Suryaperuma, Ministry of Finance Secretary Mahinda Sirivardhana, Central Bank Governor Nandalal Veerasinghe, Senior Advisor to the President Duminda Hulangamuwa and senior officials from the Ministry of Finance. President Anurukumara Dissanayake met with the Attorney Generals and officials from the Attorney General's Department at the Presidential Secretariat to discuss key legal proceedings and their broader implications recently. The President emphasized the need for enhanced coordination among institutions to ensure effective law enforcement. He underlined the Attorney General's Department's pivotal role in restoring public confidence in the judiciary, stressing the importance of addressing perceptions of political interference to uphold trust in the legal process. President Dissanayake reiterated the government's commitment to preserving public expectations and ensuring fairness and equity within the judicial system. He assured that steps are being taken to strengthen trust in Sri Lanka's justice mechanisms. The discussion was attended by Justice Minister Harshana Nayanakara, Secretary to the Ministry of Public Security Ravi Senaviratne, Attorney General Parindra Ranasinghe and senior officials from the Attorney General's Department. Sri Lanka's tourism industry began 2025 on a high note, welcoming 39,415 tourists in the first 5 days of 2025, a 21% increase compared to 32,453 arrivals recorded during the same period in 2025. This was revealed in the latest data released by the Sri Lanka Tourism Development Authority recently. Daily arrivals also surged to 7,883, up from 6,491 per day last year, signaling strong momentum for the sector. Russia topped the list with 6,481 arrivals. India followed closely with 6,183 tourists, and the UK ranked third, contributing 2,928 visitors. Other significant markets included Germany, Australia, the US, Poland, France, China, and Netherlands. Sri Lanka aims to attract 3 million visitors in 2025 and generate $5 billion in revenue for this year. The long-term vision targets 5 million annual arrivals and earnings of $8.5 to $10 billion by 2030. In 2024, despite narrowly missing its target of 2.1 million arrivals, but achieved 2.05 million, recording the third largest arrivals in history. Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. President Anurakkumara Dissanayake inaugurated the 31st edition of Facets Sri Lanka 2025 International Gem and Jewellery Exhibition at a hotel in Colombo recently. The President toured the exhibition, engaging with local and international exhibitors showcasing exceptional gem and jewellery craftsmanship.
Organised by the Sri Lanka Gem and Jewellery Association in collaboration with the National Gem and Jewellery Authority and the Export Development Board, Facets Sri Lanka is recognised as Asia's premier gem and jewellery exhibition. This year's event runs until January 6th, drawing delegations from China, India, the United States, Europe and other countries, including representatives from renowned global companies visiting Sri Lanka for the first time. Local entrepreneurs from major gem hubs such as Ratnapura, Alahara, Beruwalu, Ehaliyagoda, Kool and Colombo are presenting their craftsmanship, contributing to the event's rich showcase of Sri Lanka's gem heritage. The exhibition's primary objective is to foster global business opportunities, aiming to surpass $1 billion in gem and jewellery exports while promoting the industry's sustainability, diversity and cultural significance. Dignitaries in attendance included Minister of Industry and Enterprise Development Sunil Handunetri and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism Vijitha Herath.
The chairman of the National Gem and Jewellery Authority, Naveen Suryarachi, said that the authority has appointed a customer relations officer for customers to make any complaints regarding the services rendered by the institution. The chairman also said that the Gem and Jewellery will establish a national gem centre with laboratories, a museum and trade stall in line with technology from countries like Dubai and Thailand. The chairman said this speaking to the media at the Facets 2025 Gem and Jewellery Exhibition held in Colombo recently.
The Gem and Jewellery Authority has decided to appoint a customer relations officer in line with the government's policy for a clean Sri Lanka, so that if you have any complaints whatsoever about the services rendered by the National Gem and Jewellery Authority, there is a dedicated line and a dedicated officer to take in your complaints so that we can in future give you the best possible service in line with the Clean Sri Lanka concept of the government. So that is the first announcement, and this will be put up in our website today and in all our regional offices throughout the country. So in line with the facilities available in Thailand and Dubai, we also wish to construct a gem center which will facilitate all the lab, museum and trade stalls like what is available in Thailand. That is what we are planning to do in the future. So that will not only be a boost to the gem and jewellery industry, it will also boost tourism in Sri Lanka. In 2023, the gems and jewellery industry sector was ranked number 8 in the top 10 exports of Sri Lanka. But we are confident that with these measures, we will be able to come up to number 2 position in exports of the country in 2025.
The Gem Sri Lanka 2025 Gem and Jewellery Exhibition officially opened at a hotel in Bentota under the auspices of President Anura Kumara Disanayaka. Organized by the Chinese Fort Gem and Jewellery Traders Association, the annual event ran until the 10th of January, showcasing Sri Lanka's rich heritage in gemstones and jewellery craftsmanship. President Disanayaka, after inaugurating the event, toured the exhibition booths, engaging directly with gem and jewellery manufacturers. During these discussions, he addressed industry challenges, emphasizing government support for the sector's growth. The 2025 edition features 103 booths and has drawn substantial number of local and international buyers, reaffirming Sri Lanka's status as a global hub for premium gemstones and fine jewellery. The event was attended by notable dignitaries including Minister of Industry and Enterprise Development Sunil Hadunhetti, Chairman of the National Gem and Jewellery Authority Naveen Suryarachi, Chairman of the CGJTA Marjan Falil. President Disanayaka also joined the organizing committee for a commemorative group photograph, acknowledging their efforts in curating the prestigious event. Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. The Japan International Cooperation Agency has assured Sri Lanka of uninterrupted financial and technical assistance. This commitment was reiterated during a courtesy call by JICA's Senior Vice President Hara Shohei on President Anura Kumara Disanayaka at the Presidential Secretariat recently. Discussions focused on Bandaranaike International Airport Development Project currently underway with Japanese aid. JICA emphasized that all ongoing projects in Sri Lanka under its support will be expedited to ensure efficient completion. Hara Shohei affirmed JICA's readiness to continue financial backing for Sri Lanka, including assistance provided during the debt restructuring process. He expressed enthusiasm for supporting the Clean Sri Lanka program and other initiatives aimed at enhancing urban cleanliness and environmental sustainability. JICA also signalled interest in assisting with transport system reforms, offering financial and logistical aid to modernize and improve infrastructure. The meeting was attended by Japanese Ambassador to Sri Lanka Akio Isomata, First Secretary, Head of Economic Cooperation Kenji Ohashi, JICA Sri Lanka Chief Representative Tetsuya Yamada, JICA Sri Lanka Senior Representative Yuri Aide. Ministry of Industries and Entrepreneurship Development unveiled strategic objectives and upcoming initiatives at a meeting held in Colombo recently. The meeting was headed by Industries and Entrepreneurship Development Minister Sunil Hadunhetti, Deputy Minister Chaturanga Abesinghe and Secretary Thilaka Jayasundara.
They outlined the ministry's recent achievements and future plans aimed at advancing industrialization and entrepreneurship in Sri Lanka. The ministry has identified policy development, industrial support, new business creation, entrepreneurship support, traditional industry development, ME development and export promotions management to foster industrial growth and entrepreneurship. Overseeing 29 institutions, the ministry's portfolio includes key entities like the IDP, SCD, NEDA, EDB and SLITA, as well as state-owned enterprises in sectors such as minerals, sugar, salt, ceramics and textiles. The ministry reaffirmed its dedication to resolving immediate challenges while laying the groundwork for sustained industrial and entrepreneurial growth.
The Sri Lanka Economic Summit 2025, organized by the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, is set to begin on January 28th at a hotel in Colombo. Under the theme Shaping Sri Lanka's Future Transformational Growth Rooted in Sound Economic Policies, the two-day event will feature insightful discussions on the country's development trajectory.
A key session titled The Right Reforms for Transformational Growth will take place on January 29th, focusing on the Korean economic transformation as a case study. The session will explore how Sri Lanka can adapt similar strategies to achieve medium-term economic growth. The discussions will emphasize opportunities for Sri Lanka's growth in key sectors, the role of public-private partnerships in driving development, insights from multinational corporations, local conglomerates, and sector experts. The session will be headlined by Dr. Wing Jing Song, country representative for Korea at the Asia Foundation, who brings over 25 years of expertise in public service, international affairs, and economic diplomacy. A distinguished panel of leaders will discuss Sri Lanka's reform priorities and growth potential, including Country Director Asian Development Bank Takafumi Kadano, Chairman John Kills Holdings Krishan Balendra, Chairman Unilever Sri Lanka Ali Tariq, CEO Colombo West International Terminal Munish Kanwar, and founder Thandra Fund Matthias Martinson. The panel discussion will be moderated by Chief Economic Policy Advisor at the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce, Shriran Fernando.
With that, we wind up for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. See you tomorrow with State of Business at 7:45 p.m. Take care and good night.